Good morning. Welcome back to our Wednesday webinar series. I'm Garrett Anderson with Contract Furnishings Mart, here in our Tigard location with our friend Ryan Orr. He is the regional sales manager for Cambria. Made the early drive down from the Seattle area to join us this morning, so thank you.
Most definitely.
First of all, tell us a little bit about Cambria compared to other quartz manufacturers on the market.
Sure. Yeah, it's a great place to start. So Cambria is a family-owned, American-made manufacturer based out of Minnesota. Actually, globally speaking, all of our beautiful slabs come out of our facility in LeSueur, Minnesota. We've been in business now for a little over 20 years. This is also what we're going to be showing you today is our 2020 design launch. So we'll be able to see some of those designs. And actually, the nearest distribution center and showroom is based up in Kent.
Which is beautiful and a great spot to see these things in larger full slabs. I know, your samples do a lot, and a lot of these will have images on the back that show the veining and the overall visual appearance. But
Yeah,
seeing
exactly.
them in person is a huge attribute as well.
Yep, definitely.
So feel free to see all these in any of our showrooms. I know we have all of these displays in all of our showrooms, but also having that facility nearby is a great addition to that. So why don't we look at these 20 new designs that you guys came out with after
Sure
20
can.
years of business in the year 2020.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So we're going to start over here on the left-hand side. So what we have Clovely, a beautiful design. It feels kind of like, in my opinion, the big brother or the next generation of Britannica. So we flip it over and we can see what we're seeing here is the actual full slab of Clovely. So you see the beautiful arched veins coming through it and the microfractured veins. But the difference between this and some of our other designs is you're feeling the honeys and the taupes or caramel tones that we previously hadn't had in the market.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a ton of black, white, gray. For a long time,
Yes.
we're getting more warm tones.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we have like Archdale, and then we start moving into these beautiful gray tones. So it's a little bit of a departure from some of the designs we had in the past, like Claire Anne and Queen Anne.
Mm-hmm.
What you'll notice here is it isn't a solid gray. It kind of is a pillowy, wispy feeling of gray to it. So a little bit more subtle, not so harsh.
Okay.
And then as we start to move down, we have like Harrogate, Buxton. This is a really cool one. This is actually independently third-party certified as having pre-consumer recycled content.
Pre-consumer.
Yes.
So these are what? Scraps that didn't make the cut that you guys already produced, or how do you go with the pre-consumer?
I actually can't speak to it completely
Oh, it's a
because,
secret.
well, there's some engineering magic
Okay.
involved in it. But one of the things that I really like about the design is when you look at it, it has a feeling of texture to it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you touch it, it's absolutely smooth and sleek.
Tell us about the finishes, because you have a polish and you have a proprietary matte finish too, right?
Yeah, that's exactly correct. So our proprietary matte finish is different from what you've seen or heard about in the market of like honed, suede, textured, leathered, where our engineers figured out a way on how to introduce this soft, like eggshell matte finish to it without introducing any porosity to the surface. So it's a really fancy way of saying the product still has the superior stain resistance like that of our signature polish, and it does not ever need to have a sealer applied to it to maintain that high performance.
Excellent. Will that matte finish still want to grab onto like oils and things from your fingers and leave any smudge marks, or is that better now because of that proprietary?
It is better.
Okay.
But one thing I can tell you about a matte finished or honed or leathered is when you do have oil on your fingers, say you're eating bruschetta, and then you went to touch the surface, that oil on your fingers, at least on our product, is going to cause shine. It's not being absorbed into the stone itself, but you'll see the shininess from the olive oil. But that can be easily cleaned up with simple warm water and soap.
Perfect. What else do we have here? I know that down at the end we might get to in a little bit, but this also is recycled content from your Britannica, right?
That is actually very correct. So that is the new Britannica Block. It is 99% recycled content to it. And again, our engineers figured out a way on how to take Britannica slabs and create it into Britannica Block. So it has that butcher block effect.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing you'll notice when you touch it, even though you can see the variance between each slat, It's completely smooth to the touch.
Right.
Still has the same warranty and product performance as any of these other designs.
It's a cool look. I mean, I've never seen anything like that before. So even for like wall cladding, it'd be a really awesome option.
Definitely. Yeah, you could do a shower surround. You could do a fireplace surround. You could do just simple wall cladding. Heck, if you wanted to, you could use it on the floor.
Interesting.
It is a possibility.
Okay. And a couple more in here. I like this this kind of a navy blue veining with a gold fleck in there.
Yeah, that's our new design, Port Rush. And you're right. One thing, it's a little tough to see, but there is the little hints of gold in it. Gives it a nice level of sparkle while not being too overpowering.
Right. Very cool. So yeah, I know that you probably can't see and appreciate all this stuff on film. Another reason just to stop by and see this stuff in person. It's really, really impressive.
Definitely.
Now, again, we are on a slab. What design is this one again?
This is Scarbray. This is an extremely popular design for us. It has, again, this nice warm feel to it without, you get rid of that harshness feel of the white and gray or white and black.
Right, and really impressive. I mean, the veining that runs through here. And there's never any pattern with any of these.
No, I mean, there is pattern because it is, an engineered product. But the way Cambria builds out its designs is that there has that organic feel to it of randomness.
Very interesting.
One other thing to talk about relative to Scarbray, these beautiful veins can actually be backlit.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Just the veins?
Just those veins, yeah.
Interesting. That would be a cool design feature. Tell us a little bit about this Cambria Style magazine that you come out with once or twice a year.
Yep. So this is the latest edition of the Cambria Style.
Okay.
And one thing you'll notice about it, there was a little departure from what we've done in the past. It really hits home relative to style, design, the way you want to live in your space. Another cool feature in this edition of the magazine is we put in a design guide in the center of it, which actually helps walk your clients through the design process of I'm working on my kitchen or a wet bar or the master suite. And then what are the different items I should be considering for that project? Meaning, what design do I want to go with? Do I want one sink or two sinks, a Jack and Jill in the master? What type of edge profile? All the pieces that go into creating the whole project. I mean, frankly, for this display of Scarbray, that was also considered. How much overhang are we going to have? What's the edge profile going to be?
Interesting. All right, now we're going to switch gears because we have another collection that you guys came out with this year.
Yep, that's exactly
that we
correct.
want to highlight real quick. So give us a second. We're going to hop over here. All right, so we moved over here because we wanted to show off another collection that was released earlier this year in July. The 20 we talked about earlier, those came out in January. This is the Coordinates collection, which is 14 new designs that are a little bit more subtle, more complementary, correct?
Correct. Yes, it's actually a collection that we curated in conjunction with Gensler, the world's largest architecture firm. So one thing you'll notice about these designs versus our other designs is actually the names to start off with. We have Big Sur Mist, we have Mammoth Cave, we have Foggy City, Seattle Rain. I mean, some cool names. Where with the traditional Cambria palette, it's steeped in Welsh heritage. So you have the Britannica, Skye, Ellesmere, and so forth.
So we've gone American.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. But we are a family-owned American-made company that has a very strong Welsh heritage. So
Excellent.
We're not departing from that completely, but it is a little bit different than what we've done in the past.
Right, so 14 designs, and these all come kind of stocked as the default is that matte finish, that proprietary matte.
Yep, that is correct.
But they are available in the polish. So all these you'll see obviously are matte, nice smooth to the touch, but you can see how the sides of these samples show off that polished finish, if you want to see how the light hits it.
Yep, and I'm glad you bring up the lighting, because one thing, we're getting the morning sun coming in, and you can see the light coming across the surface of the finish, and while you have a little bit of shine, it's not overpowering.
Right.
So somebody who has a big wall of windows overlooking the water, they want the natural lighting to come in, but they don't want it to overpower the room. Our proprietary matte finish would be a nice addition for that space.
No kidding. All right, so again, we mentioned you have 200 designs total. This is just the
Yes,
display
sir.
that houses how many in here?
Oh, well, with this one, we have, it's a 5-up display. Each one of these slots, each one of these towers accepts 18 designs.
So this is only the tip of the iceberg, but you really see that range and color that Cambria offers, and those really impactful designs, in addition to these new complementary ones that might be a little more subtle. So you really have either direction to go.
Exactly. It's a wide breadth. You can go from mild to wow. I mean, and it's all what you want to build into that space.
Right. And plus, and you mentioned earlier, you're not just getting a beautiful design and you're using the top available ingredients to create this stuff. You're getting great quality, great design. You're also getting a lifetime warranty.
That's true. And I'm glad you bring that up. So where our warranty is a little bit different from what you would find in the market, it is a true full lifetime transferable warranty. So that means if I did a project today with you and I lived in that home for 17 years, I had a full warranty the entire time I was in that home. If I then turn around and sold the house to you, you would be able to pick up the same warranty coverage and peace of mind that I had as the original consumer.
Wow.
Yeah, quite powerful.
Yeah, no kidding. You don't see that anywhere else. All right, what else do you want to say about Cambria before we cut you loose?
Well, frankly, I don't think you could really go wrong with picking Cambria. You know, we have been in business for over 20 years, again, as a family-owned, American-made manufacturer based out of Minnesota. We're here for basically all of the needs that you can come up with. You know, whether it's a countertop, a wet bar, a walk-in shower surround, floor cladding. I mean, there's limitless options. So I probably am going to be a little bit biased in saying you can't go wrong in coming to Cambria.
Right. Well, you guys have been a great partner of ours. We really appreciate you making the drive and taking the time to share these beautiful designs with us today. If you haven't seen any of these, check out their website, cambriausa.com. Check out our website. Stop by any of our showrooms. Take a look at these. And we hope that you guys are going to love these as much as we do. And we look forward to seeing you guys next time.